Hello, everybody. I know it's been a while, but today I'm taking a look at the Tudor corner and the corner kiosk, which, in my opinion, don't really go that well together. And I'm also going to be placing them into the Lego City. Starting with the Tudor corner, the building technique that they use for here is absolutely amazing, and the name Tudor really just means a type of style that they had back in the day. So you can see it kind of looks like it in the castle era. If you look at some of the castle sets, all those little houses and stuff are built like this type of technique. That's just what Tudor means, is a style that was from back in the day. And we're going to go from the bottom floor all the way up to the top floor, looking at some of the details that are within the building. Then we're going to take a look at the corner kiosk, and I'll explain why I don't think they really work together. And I should also mention that the set comes with 7 minifigures, which go nicely with all of the stuff in the set. So with the bottom floor, we're going to start with the Harbor Dashery, which looks like it sells some hats, some nice, there is a nice tile design down there, has some hats, and then I think that's supposed to be like sewing, like string or something like that. Maybe he fixes some suits and stuff like that, because there is a suit right up here in the front that you can see through the window, and there is some umbrellas as well. So I'm not exactly sure what he is supposed to sell exactly, but there are some hats in there. So he's like a hat store or whatever. Then there is the old guarded inn, and you can see there is some goats on that sign, which is super cool. They have a menu out here, and the special is a fish. And inside, it's basically just like a little restaurant, which is pretty nice. I really like how they did that counter, like the shape of it and everything looks cool. Simple, but it is pretty cool. Yeah, and they're just like a little restaurant in here, and you can see there is a clock down there, which is going to be in the second floor. And then right here, this wall can be removed, so that way you can take a closer look at the kitchen area for the guarded inn. And then one of the coolest things about this whole bottom floor, my brother actually had to show me before I made this review for y'all guys, is that there is a bathroom back here, which I knew there was, but I was like, you can't really get to it. But apparently, where this little crack is, you can lift this up and it actually comes off. So you can actually see the bathroom in there, which is really cool that you they made that happen. When I saw it at first, I was like, I can't believe they didn't make it to where you can even see it, but they actually did. So Lego really thinks of everything when it comes to these sets, other than how much they should price them. And the special for today is back here in a little crate. So not sure if that's supposed to be like where they store it, or if it's like old and so that's why it's just special because the guy would get rid of it. I don't know, but I think that is pretty funny because I think in most restaurants when they have a special, it really just means what they haven't been selling and what they have to get rid of. So it's basically the older food that they have to get rid of is what a special is in most restaurants. And moving on up to the second story, first I would like to point out there is a sweet looking vacuum which is super cool. And then this is where the clock guy makes all of his clocks or repairs clocks, whatever it may be. He has all sorts of clocks in here. It's really cool to see how many different like designs you can make for Lego clocks, because there's like so many in this set. He has this little table right there where he's either repairing or making a new clock. Then he has like a little storage closet, and you can't really see it, but if I go in here, this is actually a trap door that leads down to the kitchen in the first one. I'm in the first story. I'm not sure if it's supposed to, like, if that has anything to do with him, like, sneaking down to getting food or whatever, or if they just put that there to use that certain part because that was the best part to use. I don't know what that's for, but there is that there. And this is also supposed to go inside there, which can be a pain to try to get out. But yeah, this is a pretty cool. I really like all the clock designs, and that lamp looks pretty awesome as well. And then right here are the stairs to get up to the third floor, which can be kind of scary for some people. And taking a look at the third floor, here's why it can be scary for some people, because this lady is a cat lady. And if you're allergic to cats, obviously you're not going to really like this third floor. Now, I'm not a cat person at all. Like, I'm not really an animal person, but that little cat towel is pretty cool in my opinion. I think that's just a really cool detail. Something super simple to make, but nobody really has made it. And then she's also supposed to have like some super rare, expensive bugs, and that's why she doesn't let nobody up in this third floor. And then she has a little sink with some newspapers, and then there's a cat bowl and stuff like that. Yeah, this wall out here where they made this front is actually pretty thick, and that's because they had to get that special design. But it's not too bad; it works. She also has the bookshelf as well as a little 2x2 tile, which looks like it's printed right there with some keys, as well as maybe a leash or something for the cats. I don't know. But yeah, there's that. So not a whole ton of stuff in here, but it is pretty cool to see that cat tower. And last but not least is the top of the building, and you can see there is like a little ladder right there, so that way they can get to the roof of the set, and this just opens up just like that, so they can crawl out. There's a chimney, and that is for the chimney sweeper guy. So he's got like 6 chimneys, as well as a few on some of the other buildings that he's gonna have to clean out as soon as this video is over. And now taking a look at some of the details outside, we already talked about how that's super detailed. There is like this right here, which looks like a downspout or a gutter, whatever you want to call it, for rain. And then back here in the back, there's also something similar to that. Right here, there's supposed to be like one, and then that shoots out right here, which is where all these plants are growing. I think that's a super cool detail. Then there is a balcony right here, as well as the door for the clock guy. And then this really fancy 3x3 round printed tile, which is super nice, and it is printed on both sides of the set. And then over here on the opposite side is this baby blue building, which looks really cool. I like that color for the building. And then this top piece right here, how they built around this little window, is really cool how they did that. And then out here on the street, you have a little tile design, which they usually have on most of the corner buildings. And then there is this little fence, which is really cool. Simple again, but really cool to see. And these are solid because those are Technic pins that are holding this in. And that is the Tudor corner, and this is the corner kiosk, which was the GWP that you would get when you buy this on release day. And it has this gumball machine, which is pretty cool. I like that. This lady with an umbrella, a little newspaper stand. Some of these are stickered, like this bottom green one, but other ones are printed, and it has a lot of cool prints and stuff like that for newspaper. Then this kiosk symbol is a sticker, and then the corner kiosk dude is inside, and this roof can be removed. Not sure if that piece was supposed to come off, but it does remove. And then there is some more stuff inside of here. And here's a really cool sticker on the window that says donuts 20 cents, as well as coffee. And the Tudor corner and the corner kiosk just don't really go together, in my opinion, because there's nowhere for you to put the corner kiosk. Like, you can't set it there or anything, so it doesn't really connect. And when you connect this to the other buildings on either side, it's like there's going to be nowhere left for you to put this. So this is just going to be kind of maybe stuck somewhere in the city. You'll see where it's placed in our city. It's just going to be stuck somewhere else, and it doesn't really go with this. Maybe if they left a slot open or something like that for you to put it there, it would make more sense. But with that not having a dedicated space, in my opinion, it just doesn't make sense, even though this is a cool GWP. And now it's time to place them in the city. Now my brother already rearranged the city a little bit and put the spaces where these are going to go. So I'm just going to place them and show y'all what it looks like. And here they are placed in the city. So the Tudor corner is right there on that corner. And so you can see how he switched it up just a little bit. That doesn't make sense because it still has snow on there. But you have this little section right here, those over there, and then there is a few buildings over here with a car wash. And then he lined all these up, which I haven't really looked at that closely, but it does look pretty cool. And then the corner kiosk is right here. He put this on a little spinny thing so it spins around. And that's pretty cool. Here's the lady that goes, and then I just stuck the gumball machine right back there. So, like I said, this just doesn't really go with that, because when you line it up, like, where are you supposed to put that on that street next to it? yeah, it just doesn't make sense. So that's why it's just stuck over here kind of randomly. But I mean, it makes more sense than trying to stick it on the sidewalk over there next to that. You can also see that he populated all the roads and sidewalks and stuff like that in the city. And then mine's obviously still the same from when I created this beach the first time. So it looks pretty cool. He added some more people going to the beach. And yeah, this is currently what the city looks like. It is mainly my brother's because this table is technically my brother's. And I just put some of my buildings as well as my beach on there to help him like kind of populate the city a little bit. So definitely let me know what y'all think of the Tudor corner and the corner kiosk. Do you think they go together? Do you have a way that you stuck them to right next to each other that makes sense? I would love to know in the comments down below. And I hope y'all enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's go to the next one.